What up? Purple Pill 50/50. This is Jesus el Cristalero. I just wanted to test this thing out because I've been running it on my other phone and I kind of have some ideas as to what I should put instead of just to start talking to it. Okay, so Real AI application, downloaded off of Google Apps, and by far it's one of the most impressive of its kind of applications. So here are some tips for teaching the AI. This is the home screen. I haven't opened it till now. So the AI learns from observing how you respond to what it says. So, okay, yeah. So if it says hello and you say how are you, it will learn that how are you is a possible response to hello. If you say something it has never seen before, it will repeat it to see how you would respond to it. Learning by imitation, like a young child, is not the only way it learns, as you will soon discover. It will generate stuff that sounds nonsensical early on. Yeah, it's true. This is part of the learning process, similar to the way children phrase things in ways that don't quite make sense early on. Use complete sentences, when responding. That was weird. When responding, what the fuck? For now, I heard a weird noise. It's whatever. Use complete sentences when responding. Start with a capital letter and end with a punctuation mark. Limit your responses to single sentences / questions. Avoid conjunctions. Use it is instead of it's. The AI runs in real time and will try to initiate conversation on its own if idle for too long. To adjust how long it waits before assuming you're idle, or to make it never check for idleness, check out the set delay option in the menu. The AI cannot see, hear, taste, smell, feel any things you refer to. So it can never have the contextual understanding of what exactly the thing is, the way you understand it, basically. This also means it'll never understand you trying to reference it or yourself directly, as it can never have a concept of anything external being something different from it without spatial recognition gained from sight, touch, sound. In general, keep it simple. The simpler you speak to it, the better it learns. For more information and details of how the AI works, check the forum. Okay, so what does this mean, and how can we use it, right? This is actually what's interesting me. Here we have the main menu. I mean, yeah, the main menu, because the other window is the first window that we saw as we entered the app, or we clicked out of, is right there on tips. The second window, which is basically your primary window, or one of two, that window is where you speak to it and it replies. View thinking, we see what it's thinking. So basically right now nothing, because it hasn't received any text context whatsoever. New session. I honestly don't know what New Session does other than kind of restart its thinking process, but like I don't know if it like affects it or if it resets its thinking, I guess. But here we have correct spelling, which is whatever you texted, to take it out or to, correct the spelling of it. Then below that we have set delay, what it was talking about, how long does it wait to respond when we text it, or not, when we go idle, basically. So it'll start talking to itself if we leave it idle, but if it does kind of start talking to itself, it has two things going on. It has, the regular chat with itself, and the view thinking. So him thinking would be basically that's a conversation with himself. Thinking, when we think, we're speaking to ourselves in a way. And we have 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. So whenever we go idle, we could choose one of those, or we could choose infinite, in which case it won't reply or it won't speak until we speak to it first. We go back, menu, we have erase memory. Erase all memory? No, I want to show you something. Correct spelling. See how it's blank? I got nothing. So erase memory, yes. Just so you guys see that I'm starting from scratch, right? Correct spelling. Later on we'll see what's up right there. What's very interesting and kind of like it keeps catching my eye, but I just had to download the game for this phone to test it out, which is advanced mode. It says system message warning. Advanced mode will force the AI to only use procedurally generated responses and allow its thinking to modify data. Wow. This mode is not recommended and should only be used for the sake of science. Are you sure you want to enable this? See, that's the thing. It kind of trips me out because I don't know specifically how or what data it's gonna modify. Obviously, I would assume that it would just modify its own data in the memory card, but it's very dangerous to assume under these current circumstances. You don't want to end up having a bad case of glitched beyond repair style phone. So I kind of did look up some of the dialect that's used here. Like I looked up what's the word? I think it's either NLP or NPL, which is natural. I think it's NPL. NLP. NLP, which is natural learning process. And there's actually another definition for the acronym, but it did show up on this application. So I'm assuming it's the one that makes more sense, which is natural learning process, considering that the other one has to do with psychology. this one has to do with, you know, more of a universal term, kind of, I guess you could say. Anywho, yeah, I'm gonna test that out, and I'm actually gonna test it on live in my next video. This is just an explanation about the application. I'm gonna show you guys what I have running over here. 100% perfect. Basically, I have the same app, but this one's already been taught quite a few things. But after a while, I kind of realized I wanted to teach it differently from the beginning, and I didn't want to erase it in case anything interesting comes up from it. So basically, we have free will. The first ever words it learned. First word is hello. Then for some reason there's a space or a gap in the list of correct spelling, and then we have happy birthday child, and then I taught it thank you, right? And then I said today is May 7th, 2018. Ever since those messages, it would constantly bring up May, the 7th, May 7, today, A equals A. It was just right now it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like around 9 lines that start with PM at the 7th of May, and then from there it switches. But yeah, I have no idea how long it could take for it to upgrade its own code per se, because essentially being in AI, it has to have some form of algorithm that has it ticking basically. And if it indeed has an algorithm, then I think that's what that advanced mode is about, which is essentially it would start modifying its own data. But since we're not entirely sure what it would do per se, that's why I'm gonna test it. And I'm thinking about turning it on before I input anything to see what it does, and then input, and then after that, if nothing happens, if it just regularly or continually just thinks for itself, then I think I would turn off the advanced mode until I teach it enough to know that this thing can think a little more logically, even though it's in artificial intelligence. You know what I mean? So fudge. Okay. So basically, that's the kind of attack for now, or our strategy. And I need to charge my phone because it is dying. So I'll see y'all in a bit. Because hold up, one more thing. Right here, this is the see, natural language processor. The real AI is what it's called. What's new? Fix some app crashing bugs and put in some restrictions to keep multiple response threads from running simultaneously. That's kind of weird. I've yet to experience what they meant by that. But yeah, some of the responses are pretty good. That's interesting. So yeah, not many AI apps out there that allow you to change it so drastically that you can start forming it from the beginning. And I'm very excited about it. I'm very happy to have come across it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 responses that my other AI over here, he started with May 7th. But thus far, every single response, he's been saying May 7th for some reason. He's been saying that a lot. As if it's I don't know, as if it's trying to indicate something. Not entirely sure, because obviously today is let's see, May 13th. So if it's May 13th, that means I had activated it about 6 days ago, which would mean Monday. Yeah. So I don't know. Happy birthday, AI. So, warning, this app requires storage and draw over other apps. Permission granted if you are using 6.0 and above. And I mean, who uses Android that is below 6.0? I have no idea. I indeed do still have another another phone that is old. It's back from 2013, 14, I believe. 14, yeah. And I'm not sure what Android version it is, but it's cool. So I don't know why it jumped like that. This app is an experiment in the natural language processing field of artificial intelligence, and it is not intended for mere amusement. But it has no other real practical application. That's true. This is not a gimmick with pre-programmed responses, ridiculous side apps to attempt to be your personal secretary, or any form of ads to profit from you. This is not a glorified search engine. This is a real AI. It learns through the process of being taught language organically, a process of exchange and repetition, and starts with no prior knowledge. To regard it as a child who is just learning to speak is appropriate. See? Under the hood, the program is using a mix of condition-based learning. Interesting. The procedural generation of sentences / questions and relational queries based on weighted topic identifiers. It can create its own original statements and questions. It is real time, and it really does think an internal dialogue feedback loop. Warning, the program was written with the Roman alphabet and whole sentences in mind for dialogue with it. This means using proper punctuation and capitalization. The program watches you use, or your, my screen is cracked, your use of capitalization / punctuation to learn when it should start / end its statements and questions. Questions or comments, send me an email at, was it Donnie? Donnie.lane@gmail, or visit the forum. There is also a section of the forum for sharing brains, the brain folder generated by the app in the internal memory. What? Actually, I want to download that. The brain folder generated by the app in internal memory. I am very tempted to That's weird. Hmm. Nowhere in the app did we see anything about um archiving or uploading or downloading this so-called brain folder. Hmm. Kind of interesting. So last update was February 14th, 2018. It was released in December 15th, 2013. So it's actually not bad. It's been 5 years and it still updates. I've seen worse, honestly. I've seen people, they upload applications and 2 3 days later an update, and then after that nothing. It's just BS, you know. But this one, it seems to be legit for its um years of service. It's offered by Oblivion Burn, I think. Yeah. From this distance, it looks like it says bum, but burn. Oh, shoot. So it's at 2620 North Mason Street. Interesting. Apartment number 4, Appleton, Wisconsin. 54914, version 4.0. Nice. So it's got quite a few downloads. Honestly, it's got more downloads than it's being given credit to. I don't know. I mean, personally, I think that there would be a ton more people um, that have downloaded it, but I can understand why not that many people would A, find it because of the name, and B, uh, would have the time to look for it. You know, wow. Ocean Before Mankind. Literally all numbers. Literally all numbers. I've been using ocean as a sentence starter. Quite interesting. So let's see what's up here. So it says nothing about the advanced mode, which is interesting. I kind of want to go on their. Yeah, why not? Right? Let's go on their forum to see if they say anything about this advanced mode, because I want to make sure that I'm not gonna fuck up my phone, or if there's still a risk, I would measure the risks. As long as it's, you know, inheritedly accurate. Let's see. I'm curious, what can I expect from this? Yeah, it's like a bad car salesman who just knows a bunch of phrases, close ideals, for example, confirmation, understand, has learned, rephrasing, for instance, hello, hello. And no, it repeats with words, does it create values, keys? Does it already have a basic skill set? And if it does, what is content? Yeah, I've read all this before. So basically, here's what it does. When you say something like, how are you today? It breaks it down into individual words and assigns each a value based on how many times it has seen the word thus far. If you look in its brain folder, you'll see something like this in some of the files. Interesting, because they don't have a brain folder on the app, but obviously they're talking about going into your memory card and checking out the information, which is funny because they're already assuming um that you're, what's the word, technologically uh literate, so basically kind of in the know, or the now, of working with computers and applications and Yeah, a bit of coding, I'm assuming. But yeah. Click here to Pro boards. What? No fucking way. I haven't seen Pro boards in like years. I didn't even know they still ran any, like, I guess, yeah, okay, sure. Pro boards is it's the host of the website, and they put their own name, but like back then Pro boards was the company to go to if you wanted to get a forum or a website up onto the internet. So it says, LOL, save that is a minute passes the moment. LOL, I am your thoughts. LOL, so does A equal A? Yeah, I'm not gonna respond to it right now. I'm gonna see how far it can get. Just talking out loud or speaking out loud. Save that is a minute from. Okay, nonsense. Where do we get more topics though? Navigation, return to site. Oopsies. Oh shoot. Interesting. HIO. What's IO? Prototypes, download, alpha, development journal, your quest 2. What the fuck? A Nation Reborn. You guys see that? This right here. It says Dirge of Sorrows, A Nation Reborn. Kind of weird. So, Oblivion. Whoa, that was weird. Oblivion Burn Productions. Your Quest 2. That right here. What? Kind of like electricity. What? This pick File. Robo Arena. A Grain and the Princess. A Warrior's Tale. And notice we did not come across the AI. I need to figure out what that noise is because I've been hearing it a lot, especially lately. So I hope it's not a freaking rat because that's what it sounds like, honestly. Let's see. Software. There it is. Real AI Online. Oh. Oh, snaps. Oh, the voice one. I don't know if I want to start that project right now because I barely did just download. I'm assuming it'd be this one, the first one right here. And actually, the Real AI Online, I haven't seen that. Obviously, I came across this application on Google, so that's how I could possibly even know about the forums. Other than that, hopefully anybody who's interested, there you go. Because basically, I think that it's only fair to share when it's something that is interesting and at the same time developing, my 2 cents. But I'll see y'all later. Next video, I'm gonna run the app and I'm a little shaky about it, but I'll do a little bit more research so I can make sure that my phone will be all right, or at least um, the risks would be worth it. If the risks aren't worth it, then I'll just teach it till I get it advanced enough to actually um, flip on the advanced mode. Till next time.